Welcome. I'm so excited that you are here today. So, welcome back. I am super fired up for this one because we're going to talk about what actually creates consistent, repeatable $10,000 to $20,000 months. So, spoiler alert, this is not a fancy funnel. It's not going viral on Instagram, and it's definitely not adding more hours to your already packed calendar. It's about having a clean, repeatable sales system. And when I say clean, I mean simple, repeatable, and scalable, right? A system that doesn't rely on chance, it doesn't rely on hustle, but one that you can use week after week to generate leads, to build trust, and to close clients at premium pricing. Okay, so when you have this in place, right, sales stop feeling like that roller coaster. No more feast or famine. No more signing a client 1 month and crickets the next month. So today, I'm going to walk you through the three core parts of a clean sales system. Daily outreach that feels natural and nurture content that builds trust fast and confidently closing with a simple framework. So I want you to get ready, right? Because this is the foundation for consistent high ticket sales. Okay, so before we dive into the system, I want to talk about why so many coaches stay stuck at 5K to 8K months, right? There is a pattern that I see over and over. They are inconsistent in their outreach. Some weeks they're all in on their DMs, other weeks they're like ghosting people, right? Their content is random. It's like not intentional at all. One post gets engagement, then they're silent online for 2 weeks. Their sales calls, they feel like guesswork. And they walk away still wondering, like, why did that call not convert? If any of this sounds familiar, like this is for you, right? The truth is, it's not because they're not good at what they do. Most coaches are so amazing with helping their clients. And it's that they don't have a system in place for sales, right? They're throwing that spaghetti at their wall. They're operating on hope. They're operating on hustle instead of predictability. And listen, you cannot scale on unpredictability, right? If your income depends on how motivated you feel that week, you are never going to break through to consistent $10,000 and $20,000 months. So, this is why you need a sales system that's simple and repeatable to push through on those weeks where you are just not feeling it, right? Not something that feels overwhelming, but a framework that gives you the structure and what turns random results into consistent results. And that is exactly what we're going to map out together today. Okay, so I want to start with this first part of your sales engine, and this includes daily outreach. If you are afraid to get in the DMs, like, listen up, you need to start. Okay. I don't mean sending cold, spammy DMs to strangers. I don't mean copying, pasting somebody else's script that you don't even believe in. That is not the outreach. Like, that is repelling people. What I mean is intentional, natural conversations, reaching it out in a way that builds relationships and positions you as a real human, not a pitch machine. So here's what it could look like in practice. Spending 10, 15, 20 minutes a day connecting with people already in your network. Comment on their content, engage in their stories, start genuine conversations. Ask thoughtful questions, be curious. The goal isn't to pitch someone like right away. It's to connect with them. It's to build that relationship. And when the timing is right, you can then naturally transition into talking about how you can help them. Outreach doesn't have to feel icky, right? Like, in fact, when you do it right, it's actually pretty fun. I used to hate DMs, and now it's like one of the favorite parts of my business. You're just starting a conversation with people that you would love to work with, right? You're just starting a conversation with somebody that you would love to work with. And the compound effect of this can be game changing because 15 minutes a day compounded into dozens of conversations a week. And that is a pipeline for you that that you're never waiting around for clients, right? They start to magically appear. They start to remember who you are and like, oh, I'm looking for this service. I'm going to reach out to her. Okay. The second piece is a clean of your clean sales system is nurture content. So I want you to think about it. Outreach starts the conversation, but your content is what people lean into, right? It's how you get to know somebody, it's how they trust you and how they see you as a solution to their problem. So, the mistake most coaches make is treating content like random inspiration, right? You post when it feels like exciting and it's usually about you, right? It's not about their clients, but that doesn't build trust. So here's how you can fix that. I want you to write a post that moves people from pain to possibility. Name the struggle that they're in right now and paint the picture of what is possible with your help. Share proof and stories. Talk about client wins. Share your own transformation. Let them see the receipts, right? Include clear call to action. Stop assuming people will just figure out how to work with you. You want to tell them exactly what that next step is and how to get there, right? Your content needs to be consistent, it needs to be intentional, and it needs to become a trust building machine. People who have never spoken to you before will feel like they already know you when they get on that first call with you. And by the time you then connect with them in the DMs and then they jump on that call, it's already halfway to saying yes. They're already interested, right? That is the power of nurture content. Okay. The third part of your clean sales system is confident closing, right? This is the piece most coaches truly dread, right? They love coaching, they love connecting, but when it comes to actual sales conversations, they like panic, they freeze, or they start over explaining their offer, over delivering, discounting. And then the client walks away because they're unconvinced, right? It doesn't have to be that way. You need a simple framework, right? That listen, validate, offer framework. Listen, ask smart questions, open ended questions. Let the client share their struggles and their goals. Don't jump in with a pitch, just listen. Validate, reflect back what they've said, right? Normalize their struggle, show empathy to them. Let them feel seen, let them feel understood, and then offer. Only after you've listened and validated do you present your program as the bridge to their pain and as a possibility for them. That's it, right? We're not pressuring them. We're not awkward. We're just leading. It's leadership. And here's the truth, when you're confident in your offer, when you know the value that you provide, this conversation, it feels natural. Clients don't feel sold to, they feel supported. They feel like you just handed them the solution that they have been searching for. That is the difference between closing with pressure and closing with confidence. Okay, so I want to wrap this up. So, you know the three parts of a clean sales system: daily outreach that feels natural, nurture content that builds trust, and confident closing that leads to a yes without the pressure. Now, imagine having this system installed in your business in just 21 days. Imagine never wondering where your next client will come from because you have this simple framework that generates conversations, it builds trust, and it closes clients consistently. That is exactly what we're doing inside the Six-Figure Accelerator Mini-Mind. This is a live 21-day results-driven accelerator, right? Where you're going to ignite your six-figure identity to show up like the CEO that you are. You're going to install your premium sales system so that you can book clients consistently. You'll master confident closing so that you can walk into every conversation with clarity and conviction. But it doesn't stop there, right? Inside, you're also going to get all 3 weeks of live coaching, hot seats, so that you can apply this strategy in real time to your own business. You'll get my visibility vault with premium post prompts so that you'll never be stuck on what to say next. You'll have a pop up community for feedback, support, and accountability, and a private one on one strategy call with me during week 3 to refine your process and unlock your next client. So, this is a no fluff, no endless modules, no busy work program. Everything we do is tied directly to sales and results. And the kicker, right? This whole program is valued over $4,000, but it is yours today for $197. I am capping this program at 15 coaches only because I want to keep it intimate and personal. We are kicking off next week, and by the end of this month, you will have a premium sales system, a clear identity, and the confidence to sell like the six-figure coach that you are meant to be. So, if you're ready to stop hustling and finally create consistent $10,000 to $20,000 months, this is your moment. Grab your spot now before it is gone, and I cannot wait to see you inside the Mini Mind.